Let's start off with the basics of jumping. Basically, in this game, you can jump any adjacent piece. An adjacent piece could be anything that's next to it. If we take this a step further, it doesn't just have to be one of your pieces, it can be one of your opponent's pieces, as red can jump white here. Now, red can only jump an adjacent piece, so if we take out a piece, red has one less jumping option. If we take out another adjacent piece, red has less options yet, and if we remove more, less options, remove another one, even less options, remove another one, and all of a sudden red does not have any jumping options here. It can move, but it doesn't have any jumping options, and it can't make a large multiple move. Now if we switch gears and take a look at this picture right here, we'll notice that backward moves are okay to make, and sometimes they can be a better option. If we look at this board right here, there is a backward move. See if you can figure it out. If you'd like, go ahead and hit pause. Now we're looking at red here, and the piece that red can move is right here. When red takes that piece backwards, red actually moves forwards 2 spaces net. And now we have a board that looks something like this. Now, what we want to try to do is we want to try to use all our pieces in some fashion to benefit us. And if we look at this board here, we look at, okay, what's the next best move? Well, we can move this piece back here, and we can do a few jumps and move that way forward. So we go ahead and do that. And now we look, okay, well, what can we do? We can move this back piece forward. And, you know, maybe move it forward 2 spaces with a bunch of different jumps. So we do that there. Now, one of the things we want to try to do, or try to avoid doing, is leaving a piece way behind the group. This particular piece in the picture is not so bad, but you want to try to not have a piece stranded way back there, because it takes a lot longer to move it when you can't hop over other pieces. So you want to try to avoid leaving a piece back when we can. Now, one of the strategies you want to try to set up is try to build a bridge near the center, or some type of bridge where you can use it strategically. In other words, you can save lots of moves. If you look at this example in front of us here, blue has built up a bridge of potential pieces it can jump, and this will benefit it later. And what they're looking to do is move these pieces that are highlighted in red here forward as quickly as possible. Now, when you're playing, or when you get deeper into the game, one of the things you want to try to do is review every option that's available. Sometimes you can miss the easiest one. It's just a matter of looking you know, at what options are available. If we look at all the options for blue here, we'll notice there's you know, 2 good ones, and between the 2, obviously you want to move the piece in the back all the way to the front, because it's 16 net spaces and quite a few jumps. So usually you want to take the longest move. Now there's an exception to that, and that's unless you know, blocking is better from a strategic standpoint, and that's typically only going to be used, or typically mostly going to be used in a 2-player matchup. If you're playing a multiplayer free-for-all, you only want to block if the game ends, as stopping one opponent is not as valuable as when you're playing heads-up, where it has more valuable to you. Now, another tip is you want to try to think ahead as much as you can. If you look at this board here for game for blue, there's this piece right here, and blue would like to move that forward. Now, how can blue move that forward? Well, blue is going to have to look at what it would take to move forward, and in particular, if blue wanted to make a bunch of jumps, blue needs a piece right here where I've put the X mark. So in order to do that, blue is going to have to move a piece over there. Now this piece I've highlighted down below will do the trick with a bunch of jumps there. So blue sets it up, and now blue has this option. We got it set up there, and now blue has this option where it can move this back piece here all the way forward without worrying about getting stranded there. One last strategy we'll take a look at is how to set up big moves. If you look at this board right here, blue has these pieces who would like to move forward, but they can't really move very far forward at the moment, so we need to find a small move to set them up. In particular, if blue could take this piece highlighted yellow and make a few jumps, it could get a little ways, but it would need to have a piece in this X spot right here. And actually, blue can get quite a ways with that particular piece if it has a spot in that X right here. And if you look at the board, there's two potential choices we could move right there. And of those two choices, this particular choice right here looks the best strategically, because we still want to keep the jumps as an option in the future should green move their pieces. So we go ahead and we move that piece right there, and now blue has the option of moving its piece all the way up to the front. And that wraps up our video on tips and strategies. Hopefully this was of help to you. Thank you for watching.